we usually we describe ourselves as gloom punk.
Uh-huh.
Um, and we did not come up with that description. Bandcamp actually referred to us as gloom punk, and we were like, this kind of fits our vibe. We're gonna use that. So um basically we have punk like faster elements, and then we also like to like get slow and heavy. So in the past, we've had a couple people refer to us as Black Sabbath meets Ramones, which was a very lovely compliment, and it kind of feels like a cool uh, mashup of what we do. We kind of do a little bit of both. So I don't know. You guys feel free to add to that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
think
think you
you
pretty much
covered it.
nailed it. Yeah, maybe an element of grunge and
Yeah.
like kind of like 90s grunge kind of overlay in there too.
Veruca Salt is a big influence with like having dual vocals, doing like harmonies and dissonant stuff. So yeah. And Sunny, I don't know if you have anything
Yeah,
about
L7 definitely an influence guitar wise. So it's like maybe like a combination of the two bands kind of.
Cool.
Mm.
to think about this. I mean, oh no, I have to think.
PJ Harvey fans in the band for sure.
Yeah.
What do we like? I'm a bit of a Courtney Love fan, to be honest.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
whole fan.
Paul, PJ Harvey, Patti Smith. Um,
There's so many today, like in
I know
our,
now I'm just like my mind is like, "Ooh."
I know, three of us just went to see Lambrini Girls. We love them.
They were
That
so great.
rocked. And the
Yeah.
Emo and
And
Sniffers are also
and they
sick.
previously played Loud Women Fest, I believe, as well, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great. Um,
Yeah, man.
I don't
Loud
know. My
Women
brain
through
is like
the
fried. I'm trying to think of all the like Emil and the Sniffers, Kate Clover. Um,
we have some sick
there's
women
so,
bands in our scene.
yeah,
Um,
there's so many. It's kind of hard to.
hmm.
I mean, I guess we could go around and say,
Uh,
huh?
I would say the two recent ones that we just came out with, Deeper and Siren, just because they're kind of a different sound than we've been used to when we all kind of got out of our comfort zone and playing sort of a different style, playing a different tuning, and just I don't know, we kind of approached those with the intent of making something that sounded different than what we normally do, and I'm like really happy with how that turned out.
I was gonna say the same, and I'll add that like it was really interesting. It was a different challenge for us because we had a very limited time frame to write, and there were like we like had our dates booked, and we knew when the release was going to come out, but we like hadn't finished the songs. And so it was a challenge to see like, can we kind of light a fire under ourselves and still feel like what we come up with is something we're proud of. And I felt like it actually like flowed really really well. And yeah, I really like the two new songs. I'm proud of us for like moving quickly and also feeling like really solid with it.
I mean, I think usually the response is the most recent songs that people are more proud of because you really try to evolve, and really put in your best effort. And I think we did that. Don't really have anything else to say that hasn't been said, but
I was also gonna say those anyway. It's just, yeah, I like the direction that it's going. We definitely like worked fast and yeah, I don't know, leaned into some different stuff and it's a fun and exciting direction for us, I think.
And I think like us having that experience is just only boosting the new stuff we're writing because it's like now we tried something a little different. It's going to be a lot easier to try more new things. So yeah, I'm excited to see where we go from here for sure.
Mm.
I feel like you guys would say like Deftones or something.
Oh, that would be sick. Or I was like, Hum would be amazing.
Oh
Hum
yeah.
should take us on tour. That would be really fun.
I mean,
It was.
I would love to play with like Veruca Salt. Like, so I would love to play with some of like the bands from the 90s that we looked up to, like Hole, Veruca Salt, like, you know, Bikini Kill, like something along like, you know, I would love to have my inspiration, my inspirers. What's the word? I would love to play with the people that inspired us.
Yeah.
L7, yeah, that would be so awesome. Rebecca, I feel like you'd say like Green Day or something.
I mean, sure. I would not turn that down. Absolutely.
All right. Smashing Pumpkins too. I would love to open for
Yeah.
Oh my
Smashing
God.
Pumpkins. Even though
Yeah.
Billy Corgan's like had so many lives and half of them are crazy. Maybe 70% of them are crazy. Still would love to open for them too. That'd be sick.
I don't know. I think also just like in general, just we just want to play more places. Like we like, yes, we want to play with like people that we look up to, but we also want to like get in front of other audiences. Like that's why we're so excited to come to London, because I mean, we've been there as individuals, but we've never gotten to play there. So we're really excited to like meet our audience, and hopefully people will want us to come back. I mean, we've been following Loud Women for a while, and just like watching it and seeing it grow. And I remember like being a part of the Facebook community. I don't like go on Facebook anymore, but you know, just kind of like witnessing this cool community. And I think we just kind of gotten to a point where we're like ready to put ourselves out there a little bit, and saw, you know, saw like who played the fest the last couple of years, and we're just like, oh my God, this is so cool. And yeah, like we said, like we haven't played outside of the country, except for we just played Pooza Fest in Montreal, which was super fun. But yeah, we thought like Loud Women is like our people. These are the like peers of ours that we want to play with, and especially in front of like a London audience, like to be able to share the stage with all those awesome bands is super exciting. So I don't know. Do you guys have anything else of why we applied?
Yeah, no, it's like we're 4 Loud Women. That's so perfect. We
Yeah.
have to apply.
Women. So
Yeah,
we're like,
right? It's like
these are our people.
4 loud gals. Let's go.
Right.
Yeah.
What better way to play London for the first time than in front
Exactly.
of the Loud Women audience?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my God, yes.
Incredibly
We were so
excited.
excited. When did we find out? When was that? Was that
I feel like it was in the spring.
it was in the spring? Oh, I mean, we were all like texting, like, oh my God, yes, we're doing
Right.
it. You know?
Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point.
Yeah,
Mom, Dad, guess
Mom,
what?
Dad, guess what? No, we've been super, super excited. Like this is such a cool opportunity for us, especially like we said, we've never played outside of the country till this year. And so to be able to like put London on our, you know, on our big check mark to do places to go, like it's so cool. And especially like we've been saying, like to be associated with Loud Women and with all the other bands that are playing, like this is the dream way to get over there. We're really excited.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's
Well,
also like such an honor given that the competition is so stiff and apparently there were so many applicants. It was like, what? Us? That's so cool. Let's
Yeah.
rock.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Slut Magic.
Oh yeah, Slut Magic. Okay, I can't remember their name, but there's a band of Italian teenagers. That sounds amazing. I love that.
Get the list in
I-
front of me.
The playlist, and there was, I mean, I don't remember the names on them now, but like there were so many things on there where I was like, this sounds awesome. I can't wait to see this live.
And it's like a
I kinda
diverse
wanna
lineup too.
see-
Yeah.
I kind of want to see every band. Like,
Yeah.
I know it sounds like cliche, like which I kind of want to see all of them.
right.
I
Yeah.
want to see. So I'm just like so psyched for like the best day ever, essentially.
Hunkering down at the venue.
Hunkering
And
down in the
yeah.
like in the rock.
I,
I mean, representation matters, you know, like everybody's voice matters, and being played in bands that were not women before, and playing with my fellow women in Desert Sharks, like it's the best. I feel the most free to express myself. And so I think like having a community, having a festival, having all of the exposure that Loud Woman does to like give women and non-binary, trans, LGBTQ plus people a chance to like speak their truth and share their art and share their creativity. It matters because there's other people that need to see themselves in it, you know, like you get
Yeah.
inspired by, you know, we like how we've been inspired by the bands that came before us, like being able to play. Like I hope there's like some young people there that are pumped on music. Like that is really exciting. I'm going on a long tangent, but I just think that like um it's necessary. It's needed, and like the fact that you're doing it and watching it grow is so awesome, and we're really excited to be part of it.
Yeah,
Somebody
I would say too, sorry, like I started playing when I was really young, and we're like elder millennials now, so we're like on the older side. And on the older side. But yeah, I started playing when I was like a teenager, and I had like a high school band, and I played with guys always, pretty much. There was a girl also in the band for a while. But most like there were like no other girls who were playing back then. It really was like I can think of like two others. It's like there was a girl who was a drummer, and then there was like, it was like this one. And it was weird because it always kind of felt like natural to me. It was like, I just want to start bands. Like, I didn't even think about the fact that I was a girl when I was doing it until I started doing it. And then it was like, oh, there's like no other girls. Anyway, the way that that has changed is like so unbelievably substantial since I was a kid. And that's amazing. And having spaces like this is a huge part of why. Like, we need to really, like, I don't know, nurture those communities and like super normalize the idea that like women can play too. And we shouldn't even think twice about it. And just having these spaces is so affirming for those kinds of things. And also just like, yeah, again, really necessary for like building community and getting people excited.
and having safe spaces to like express yourself, because I did this same. I was like always in good bands with guys, but you know, not to say that everything is perfect, but I do feel like it's a lot safer from it was in the past. Like I feel like people are, you know, being vocal about um you know, if you're not gonna like be supportive of, you know, women, trans, LGBTQ, non-binary, then don't fucking be here. Like go find a you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I think it's healthy and to normalize, and so it's not like what's it like to be a girl in music. You're like everyone plays music. Shut up.
Just go out and do it. Don't be afraid to try it. You know, pick a guitar, pick up a pair of drumsticks, and just, find some like-minded people who want to jam and see what happens.
And I'd say remember to have fun, because it's totally fine to like try to perfect your craft, but if you try to be a perfectionist, sometimes you'll never get it out there. So try to have fun and enjoy it. I don't know. Sunny.
I would say just don't focus on what you want it to be and just kind of see what happens. Like pick up an instrument and just see and start playing and see what it sounds like. Don't set out to say, well, I want to write something that sounds exactly like this, because it's never going to, and you're just going to frustrate yourself. And I feel like that's even with us sometimes. Like we'll have an idea of what we want something to sound like, but we just start playing and like, oh, well, that sounds cool. Let's go with that.
Yeah, be flexible. Be flexible as you write. Yeah, don't be afraid to try new things and have fun.
Yep.
And don't be afraid to play out in front of people too, go out, play the first show,
Yes. It's pretty unlikely you're going to embarrass yourself. Yeah, just really just don't think twice. Just go for it. Just try it. If it works for you, good. Play music. That's
Yeah.
awesome. and start at any time. It's never too young or too late.
Money.
Me. I mean, all of us have full-time jobs and we live in New York City. I'm sure it's the same as like living in London, but I know a lot of other cities are super expensive, but being able to do anything kind of requires money. Like you do want to have that DIY mentality, but like recording has expenses, touring costs money. So that is honestly our challenge, is being able to afford to like put ourselves out there. Cause it's not like you see in the movies from the past where it's like, I'm a rock star and I'm on a bus, and like, it doesn't work that way. Like we pretty much pay for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the time commitment too. I mean, like, sometimes, we work 8, 9, 10-hour days, and then we go to practice and we're supposed to be inspired to write. And sometimes it's exhausting, but keep doing it.
I think our biggest challenge is capitalism.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And like, we have to like, be little worker bees who also have like creative hearts and want to put like, all of us do this because it makes us happy and it's like what we want to experience in our lives. Like we're not in it for the big bucks, like we would, if you want to give us big bucks, you go right ahead.
Right.
But like, we're doing this because we love it,
I have some key parts of my rig are currently in the shop. And so I can talk about that. I have this totally sick delay that I use, this TC Electronic flashback 2 times 4. That's a lot of numbers and weird things, but I think I got them all right just now. Yeah, we were playing a show at one of our favorite local venues, which actually played out last night, called Our Wicked Lady in Brooklyn. And I don't even know, something happened, an amp blew out, and I think screwed up one of my pedals. So getting that looked at. And I have also lately I've been playing a Jaguar. It's like a Squire Jaguar. Love it. Based on the old, classic Fender offset body. It's super light and like really fun to play. One of my pickups just popped out, so I'm getting it repaired. Um, yeah, that's my fave stuff. I also got shout out to Trapdoor Electronics, this boutique pedal company based in Brooklyn, that I got turned onto by our sound guy, sound engineer slash recording master guru friend, Jeffrey Burner from Studio G. He lent out this pedal called a dot dot damage by Trapdoor Electronics while we were recording one time, and I was like, this thing rocks. And then I got it, and now I use it on my board every time we play, and it rules. And that's my little gear shout out.
No, that was a great gear shout out.
Thank you.
I do have my bass right here.
Yes.
This is Boris, and he's the only bass I have and the only one I've ever owned. I taught myself how to play bass, so literally like teach yourself. It's fine. It's a Mexican Fender jazz bass, and yeah, it's the only one that I own, so I'm very attached to it. But I really like playing it, and I'm excited. But I am excited. We decided we're gonna rent some guitars when we come to London, so I'm gonna play a different bass. But I do like the jazz basses and the precision basses. They're. Guess I'm a Fender gal.
So, as a drummer, the drumsticks that I like to use are Vic Firth, Dave Weckl Evolution sticks. I had a drum teacher years ago who turned me on to them, and I've been using them ever since. They've got a little bit of weight to them. I appreciate it. Get some good rebounds.
Nice.
Stuff.
Yeah, I was for the longest time, I just wanted to get a distortion pedal, and I've been through so many of them and none of them really felt right. And then a couple of years ago, I got a Big Muff, the Russian one. It's like this big black box. It's like kind of like a vintage pedal, but it's really sick. And in the last year, I bought a new amp. I bought just like a Fender Twin Reverb, but they make the digital one, so it's like 30 pounds instead of 70, which comes in handy for New York City because we live on walk-ups and carry things around. So that's been pretty great.
Hi, we're Desert Sharks.
Come see us at Loud Women Festival.
In London.
Saturday, 7th September.
3. See you at
See you
Loud
at
Women
Loud Women Fest.
Yes.